My name is Tim Penrod. I'm the head men's soccer coach here at SUNY Canton. This will be my 5th year in charge of the Roos. I've been very pleased with how practices have started off this year. We've got 32 guys currently practicing and a really healthy mix of freshmen, sophomore, junior, senior. We have 8 seniors and all but 2 of them have been here all 4 years. The team has been very self-motivated. To this point, I would say we're probably in the best shape we've been in by the end of a preseason in the 5 years I've been here. The best thing that has happened to us is our upperclassmen came in the first day and all of them put an arm around a freshman and said, "Hey, you're here because you should be here." The freshmen immediately felt comfortable, and that has been just such an invaluable part of what we've been able to do so far. Last year, it was great. It was the first time we got a chance to compete for a conference championship. It really just started to click, and that was a very good thing, I think, for our group. Knowing that they're able to compete against so many teams that are going to their conference playoffs and going, well into the postseason, it gives us the confidence to see what we're capable of as long as we work on our consistency. As I look at this senior class, it's the first group of kids that I recruited here, that I brought in. And, it really does start with Jake Jones, senior co-captain, who has grown immensely as a person and certainly as a player since he's been here. But he just sets such a good example day in and day out of what we expect from our student athletes. He's good in the classroom. He's good in the community. Really, he looks after everybody. The running joke within the team is he's sort of team dad, especially for some of the younger guys. It's fun watching this group of guys who they come from all over the world in our program and watching them get to know each other and become family. And so you have Jake Jones, who is this big 6'3", always smiling guy from out by Rochester. And one of his best friends is Jake Facey, who is this local Canton kid. And the running joke is, Facey is Jones's son. And while, guys like Jake Facey are under Jonesy's wing, Jones still learns from them. And I think that's the other part of it, is nobody on this team thinks they have all the answers. They know that every person in the group has something to offer, and it creates a good atmosphere for guys to learn, to grow, to prosper in. He and Tyler Cook, our other co-captain, do a really good job. They know what my expectations are, and they make sure everybody else understands them. One of the other big areas for us to have returning leadership is in goal. We have 2 seniors and a junior, and then another freshman as goalkeepers. But the 2 seniors, Austin LeMay and Connor Campbell, they drive things for us. And that group is so tight-knit and always pushing each other. Having that experience and that confidence in the guys that are behind us in the net is huge. I expect, as we look at the returning guys, Kyle Smith, Josh Geller are going to have big years for us this year. Kingsley Owusu is another one. I think he is going to play a massive role for our back line. And, we return our leading scorer in Junior Malinowski. He's going to be somebody that teams are going to have to be very aware of where he is at all times going forward. We've really spent a lot of time this preseason staying in control. I think a lot of people believe that for soccer to be good, you have to be bombing up and down the field. And for me, that's a bit like putting a 16-year-old in a Lamborghini. Bad things are going to happen when you do it. So we focus on let's be in control of what we're doing, because if we're in control, we can dictate the pace. 75% of our preseason has really been focused on small combination play and building partnerships throughout the field. I think right now it's more important they're doing things the right way, and that has been probably the biggest point of emphasis as we've worked our way through the last 6-7 days. St. Mike's, they're in a Division II conference within the NCAA. That's the top 2 or 3 conferences in Division II. This is the level that we need to play at to be successful. It's really important for our guys to see that early on, which is why we play them 3 or 4 days into preseason. At the end of the day, yes, we got the result. We won 2-0. But I think what was important in that is our guys showed that they can withstand some pressure, they can fight through a little bit of adversity, and they can find success on the other side of it. So I think, as we look towards this season, our guys are going to be able to be confident knowing we're going to be able to go into any game ready to play with anyone that comes against us. It's going to be a fun year. It's a large group, but it's a fun group. Everybody understands that they have a role to play, and it's probably different than the role they played in high school, and they're okay with that because at the end of the day, they want to win. Winning is fun. and they want a chance to compete for a conference title and a chance to go to nationals or a chance to go to ECACs at a minimum. And so I'm really looking forward to being around this group for the next 2.5 months and playing into mid-November.